Let me show you a trick that we can use to write a big cycle like this one as a product of many littler cycles. And so this trick that we're going to use is we're going to use the first element of the cycle as some sort of an intermediary. So let me show you how the idea works. If I write um, the cycle 2, 1, and then I act on it by 2, 5, what will the product of this be? Well, what it'll be is, okay, well, we can start and say 2 will go to 1. So I'll write 2, 1, then 1 would go to 2, which would then come back here and go to 5. So 2 would go to 1, which goes to 5, and then 5 is just going to go, it's not in this cycle, it's going to go back to 2. So that'll close the cycle up. And so what you can notice here is I've used this sort of, the 2, I mean, it was here because it was the first, because it was the first element in this cycle, but it sort of acted as this intermediary for the 1 to get to the 5, here like this. And we can extend this idea. So we can write this whole cycle down like this, and what it'll come out to is we'll write 2, 1, and 2, 5, and then we'll need to write 2, 7, 2, 3, and 2, 4. And if you calculate what the product of this is, you'll get right back to this cycle here, because what'll happen is whenever you input, whenever you input any of the elements that are in this cycle, what you will get is as you come in from the right here, there won't, the first time you'll see, say you'll see 7, the first time you'll see the 7 will be on a cycle that looks like this. You won't have seen it before. And then it will go to 2, and then in the very next cycle, the 2 will reappear and will go to 3, which will be the next thing that was in this cycle, and then that will no longer appear. So we can say that this this cycle, it can be written as this product of 2 cycles in this way. And it turns out, we can write down this trick in general. So we can write, if I have cycle A1, A2, A3, ... AR, I can write that as, A1, AR, A1, AR minus 1, ... And then, be like A1, A3, A1, A2. Will be the last one right there. And so what this idea allows us to do is just take any cycle and write it as a product of 2 cycles.